doing so much digging on this like AI avatar stuff. I want to share some of like the findings within this that I think is like so interesting. Let me just pull up a couple of channels right now. Give me a second. I've just been digging as to like what are the channels that are like winning right now. And here are a couple of my findings. Okay. So there's channels like this, which is like, okay, the Silas Wire, you can see is 19K subs. And, you know, you can see this channel is like pretty recent. You can see this like 1 month ago, they were getting like 500 views or so. And you can see some of their videos 3 weeks ago, 400K views, 300K views, 200K views. And if you were to watch some of these videos, right, it's
rebel against their incarceration, their ethnic cleansing, their abolition from the face of the earth. When is a war crime turning into genocide? You know,
happened completely dismantles Piers Morgan's defense of this disastrous new war with Iran.
Okay, so it's just like a clip from like the Piers Morgan show, whatever the name of the show is, and then like this is like AI avatar like doing commentary.
Instead of following the usual trap of debating emotional talking points, that was
so you can see it's AI avatar, and then like the rest of it is literally like and then like the rest of it is the clip, and then he has like some commentary, right? He just pauses and then has some sort of commentary, right? Obviously, you know, like videos like this, like, okay, do I encourage to do? Not really. I think it's like politics, like a rage bait slop. But also, it is still interestingly, it's like run with AI avatar, right? It's basically like clip and an AI avatar, and you know, doing very good 19K subs in a month, over 47 videos. You can see it gets, you know, you can see a lot of these videos, 31K, 61K, 95K views. They have Nazi symbol on thumbnail. You know, not something I encourage, or probably not, right? So, but you know, I think it's super interesting use case that channels like this is working. Right, this is another channel, right? David Retires. I was just looking at this. You can see this channel, you know, maybe a little bit over a month ago. Started off with like 300 views, 200 views. You know, some of these videos didn't do too well, and then now they are, you know, 325K views, 200K views, 200K views, right? And it's this Asian guy that, you know, keeps popping up, and you know, you can see that the videos are, you know, 32K views, 16K views, 1.5K views. And you can see this is done with like AI avatar. It's very similar to the system that we have. You can see that they, you know, report that it's, you know, created by AI, and then, you know, the rest of it is just like him, and then basically like B-roll that's changing, right? It's very similar to the system that we have. Obviously, like, you know, this is all like AI images and whatnot, which isn't the best, but you can see that it's like AI done by AI avatar. It's, you know, same, this Asian guy who has been absolutely ripping. And you can see like even some of the images aren't the best. You can see the captions aren't the best, but still does very well, right? And it's definitely something to look at, right? Where David Retires, he talks about Medicaid, how the IRS, blah blah blah, and you can see it's, you know, this kind of like title thumbnail format. See, even some of this like B-roll isn't the best, right? Like the guy's like blind. So this channel, you know, is working, right? If you're trying to do like retirement niche stuff or like finance stuff. You know, these are channels that are very recent, right? It's not very old channels that have very big subs. This started a month ago. And then over here, something like this, Leaf Moto, okay? You can see over here, once again, you click into this, it's the same dude, right? It's I think it's some, you know, it's like same person running all of these, but you can see it's just like image, you know, just cutting between images, right? I think our editing system is a lot more sophisticated than this, but you can see that, you know, it does work, right? It's there's captions onto it. Again, I got ads running, but you can see channel like this, almost 10K subs, and then if you go to most popular, 173K views, 114K views, and this is maybe started a little bit over a month ago. Very first video, see oldest video, 114K views. Right, and this is like you know, Iran challenged U.S. Navy. Now the Pentagon just did unthinkable against them. It's it's not really like politics stuff. It's like, you know, like a geopolitic war type news, right? There's also this, right? So this channel, you can see that there's all these channels. That's like it's like a network of channels within this, and you know, if you go to most popular, you can see that this channel once again started, you know, not more than a month ago, right? And 281K views, right? 246K views. And then if you click onto the video, like what do you notice? Okay. You notice that actually this whole video is just captions and the person, right? So there's like no editing or anything like that, where you obviously you could do it with no editing, but if you have editing, the AVD, the AVD will be like much higher, right? People are much more likely to watch it for like a longer period, which is why we're building subscriber video, right? So it has all these different B-roll on top of it. But you can see like, hey, like channels like this do work, right? And once again, it's not like very old legacy channel, right? This is started like a little bit more than a month ago, and something that I just found today, 25K subs, and they're absolutely crushing it, right? 1 hour ago, 3.1K views, right? So obviously they post like such great volume, 1, 2, 3, 4 uploads in a day, right? But you can see like if 4 uploads in a day, 900 views, 300 views, 6.4K views, 3.1K views, right? It's like a 10K view day just off like today's uploads, right? Obviously, like I don't fully encourage like spamming content like this, but does work,